One of the best organizations that we have in town, and here to tell us about it, Tessa Carter in studio with us. Tessa, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great. March 31st is the date for the Justice in Motion run, right?
Yes, that is it.
And tell us where that's going to take place.
It will start and end at Mackey Park off of Patterson Street. We will start at the between the tennis courts and the Valdosta Middle School track, and then where it'll end will be on the other side of Mackey Park, right there on the corner of Roosevelt and Patterson.
Gotcha. Everyone knows where that is. So it starts that morning at what time?
You can come for registration on that day at 7 o'clock and go ahead and get your race number and everything. The race will begin at 8 o'clock. So anytime between 7 and 8 to arrive will be fine.
Gotcha. And you can register for this online, right?
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. The runningintheusa.com, which is a website that a lot of our area races use, which is very easy to navigate. So you can go on there and register, and not just for serious runners, but everybody can come out, right?
Right.
Yeah.
We will have, you can run or walk this event. Next year we would like to do a 10K and maybe a mile walk or a mile run for the kids. But we are still just doing the 5K, but you can run or walk. Gotcha.
Of course, it benefiting the Haven, which is folks are familiar with it, Tessa, but tell folks, because you kind of have dual roles at the Haven, right?
Yes. We do have a battered women's shelter as well as a sexual assault center. So we serve women and children. We also serve men, but we can house women and children in emergency shelter, and we serve victims of sexual violence.
Gotcha. And that's something that, obviously we don't hear a lot of in the news, but the numbers, I think, would probably, to people who aren't involved with it, would probably be staggering.
Yes. And a lot of those numbers that we do receive don't include those reports or those incidents that go unreported.
Right.
So, yes, it would shock you. It happens every day in our community, and it happens, as close as to your neighbors.
Right. Sometimes I think we think of that as something that happens on the other side of town or somewhere not away from you, but I think people would be surprised to find out, like you say, how often it happens, but also that it crosses all boundaries.
It does not just target one type of person.
Right. What do you do at the Haven? How do you try to combat that from a prevention standpoint? What are some of the programs that you have?
I personally, part of my responsibilities is to teach risk awareness type theories and strategies to whether it be high school students, college students, ladies at a church group. We teach self-defense to ladies in our community. We like to teach about safe dating, sexual violence, things of that nature. We have a wide variety of different things that we can teach, and we, depending on the age group that we're working with, that's kind of how we'll gear the curriculum and what we do.
Gotcha. So if someone wants you to come speak to their group, they just contact the Haven?
Yes, sir. My email address is rcc@valdostahaven.org. Okay. And that's probably the best way to get a hold of me, because there's no telling where I'm going to be at any given point during the day. But yes, if they need anyone to speak or teach a class, even if it's to a church group, school group, or a group of sorority girls, anything of that nature, then we can definitely do that.
And especially here in Valdosta, having a college town here and having 10,000 students here, I don't know, the majority of which are female, although it used to be that way. But that's, I think that brings on different, I don't necessarily say problems, but risks.
Risk and challenges.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
Risk. We have an Air Force base. We have Valdosta State University. We have some other community colleges. We have some big high schools and people going from the high schools into the college area, or college education. And they're just taking new steps in life and need to be aware of the risk when they are taking those steps, because a lot of people, they think they're invincible and that things can't happen to them. So
right.
We definitely want it to be a good experience, but we just want them to be safe in the process.
Exactly, because you can become too comfortable sometimes in your surroundings. And let me ask you, and I don't know if we have absolute numbers on this, but whenever attacks like this occur, is it commonly by someone that you don't know, or?
That's a good point to make. It is very, very rare that a person is going to randomly attack you. Now, that does happen, but the statistics that we see more are acquaintance sexual assaults, date rapes, things of that nature. You would be surprised at the people who their family members are involved in things like this. So, no, it's normally not a stranger. It normally would be somebody that you do know in some way.
And that's why you just need to be as careful as you can, and that's what the Haven wants you to be, and that's why they work to do, and Tessa does what she does. And one way to help that happen is by participating in fundraisers like the Justice in Motion 5K. So if you want to get out, and if you're a serious runner, invite other serious runners from other parts of South Georgia to come to Valdosta on March 31st. Or if you just want to come out and have a nice stroll on a Saturday morning, we got something for you as well. So again, runningintheusa.com is the website. And again, anytime that you can help out the Haven in any way, any kind of fundraiser that they have, we urge you to do so and find out more. And if you have maybe a church group or a school group or whatever it is that would like Tessa or someone to come speak, easy to get in touch with, as she mentioned, RCC at ValdostaHaven.org. I always get my last part there kind of mixed up sometimes. But she would love to come out, and somebody would come out and speak to your group about how you can be more well-informed, because even though, and it's human nature, we all think, well, that would never happen to me. And then when it does, it is a terrible event, whether you are a family member or whatever. So, we have a big sign. We'll continue to tell folks about it, and hopefully we'll have warm weather. At 7 o'clock in the morning on the 31st. We won't have 90-degree weather, so that'll be good. So
hopefully it'll be as nice as it was last year. The weather was wonderful, and we actually we had it in May last year. So hopefully it won't be too hot at 7 o'clock in the morning.
You should be in good shape. Yeah. So again, Tessa, thanks for coming by. Good to see you. March 31st, runningintheusa.com is the website. Go sign up today and know that you're helping Valdosta become a better community.